and welcome to Charmed Intentions. I am excited for today's spell because today we're doing a spell to make someone dream of you tonight. One of my favorite things about this spell is that it works so quickly. It's almost freaky. And also there's like this pattern I've been noticing of people admitting right away that they've dreamt about you. So that's also really cool to get that double confirmation of people coming to you like, I literally dreamt of you the other night. It's crazy. And if you want to kind of test it, you can maybe do it on a friend that you talk to a lot and see if they bring it up in the next conversation you have, and then you can use it on your real person of interest. But this spell is to make someone dream of you in whatever way you request. So you can also use this like for, say you went on an interview and you want that interviewer to feel like a strong pull, like I really want to hire this person. You can put yourself in their mind and make it so they have like a really polarizing dream that they can take it as a sign like, okay, you know what, I meant to hire this person. But of course, this can be used for love magic. That is typically how it is used to make that person dream of you. And basically, this is going to place you into their mind and keep you in their mind, making it impossible for them to forget you. And then you can kind of program it to make this person think of you and have whatever specific thoughts that you are wishing for. So that is what we're doing this spell for today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, my custom spell work, or a manifestation candle burn on my personal altar, that is where you can find me. And other than that, we're going to jump right in. So for today's spell, you will need a glass of water. I have just a small glass of water here. You don't have to use anything crazy. I would say that a glass is best though, so that your petition can be seen through it. You'll see what I mean later. A glass of water doesn't have to be a super huge one. You'll need some scissors. You'll need a Sharpie, a pen as well, and some mugwort. Mugwort is really good for infiltrating dreams. Mugwort is really good for getting into someone's dream space and being able to influence them in that way. So now that we have our materials, let's say our opening invocation to open up the space, which is just sacred space. Now come to be, blessed with light and energy. Magic stirs and flows through me. So mote it be, so mote it be. So, oh, I don't even think I mentioned, you will need a large piece of paper. I'm using printer paper. You can use notebook paper, whatever kind of paper you have. I would use something that has a good amount of space though, because we're going to use this to write our petition on it. So you're just going to take your paper and we're going to cut it into a decently large circle, something big enough for you to write on. So let me do that now. Doesn't have to be perfect either. Don't stress about it. The less stress, the better. All right. So like this, not even using the full piece of paper. So it doesn't have to be super, super huge, but big enough for you to write on. Alrighty. So now that we've done that, we're going to be using some Nordic symbols. We're going to be using sigils today to amplify our magic. So once I write all these down, you can take a screenshot or you can write them down as I am. The first symbol we're using goes like this. This is a really good sigil for dream space fantasies and really kind of infiltrating the dreams specifically. This is our second symbol. This is a sigil for love, romance, partnerships, connection. So I'm programming more like mine, more programmed for like intentions of love and romantic connections. The third sigil goes like this. This one is really good for communication and visions. So this can even make someone kind of fantasize and daydream about you, like even during the day. Just got two more. The fourth sigil goes like this. It kind of looks like the letter M. This one is for trust and loyalty. Also really good for change. So this is going to make someone go from not dreaming about you to dreaming about you, but also to make them trust their dreams and to see it like in a positive light, as a sign, not as something, you know, worrisome or anything like that. And then we're just going to finish it off with the same symbol as the first one. And this is all of them together. So you can screenshot that now. Try to put it more in the middle. I put mine a little bit closer to the top. Try to put it more in the middle. But those are all of our symbols. And that last one, again, closing it out with like that dreams and fantasy energy. So these are all of the sigils that we will be using. Once you have done that, we're going to write our exact intention around our petition. So this is where you can go ahead and request that someone dreams of you in a specific way. If you're programming this for a specific person, you can also include their name, their date of birth at this time, and you can say exactly what it is that you want. So I'm going to leave mine open-ended per usual. I'm going to say helpful, beneficial people, helpful, beneficial, generous people dream of me positively. They feel inspired to help me. In whatever way they can. All right. So that's what I'm going to put around mine, something super simple. You can also continue to go around in the circle. Circular petitions are really, really powerful because the energy never stops. It's constantly bringing this exactly to you. So I always like to leave these kind of petitions for long-term magic, like under my bed frame or buried, because the energy just keeps growing and growing and growing and never stopping and building. I love circular petitions. If you have a lot to say, just keep wrapping it around in a circle until you're done. And once you're done, we are all set to go. So we are not going to use any candle. We're not going to use any incense. We're going to use the power of our voice. Your vocal cords literally vibrate every time you speak. So you're sending this vibration right into your space, and you've already done the sigils to amplify your magic. So we have more than enough with our voice, and also we have elemental water here that we'll be using in this spell. So we're still working and amplifying this spell with elemental magic. So we have more than enough with all that combination to empower this spell. So nothing else needed today. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your glass of water, and it might feel a little weird if you're not super witchy, but you're going to speak right to the water. Water is conscious. Water can hear you. I'm telling you, your body is made up of 70% water. We are very connected to water as human living beings. So go ahead and speak right into the top of the water glass your exact intention. So like I said, this is the time where you speak. If you're wanting something specific or a specific person to dream of you, this is when you request that now. I am just going to say helpful, generous, beneficial people dream of me at all times. They find themselves constantly drawn to me, dreaming of ways that they can help me and ways that they can make my life better. Everyone that sees me and interacts with me that is generous and beneficial, they dream of me in positive ways, and they trust me. They trust their dreams. They take it as a sign, and they immediately wake up and come to help me. That is what I'm going to say over mine. And once that is done, go ahead and allow this to charge right on top of this petition and dress it with the mugwort. Let's do that now. You can also put a bit of mugwort in the water as well. That is totally fine, and honestly even better to sprinkle a little bit inside your water glass. Let that mix, because you're going to dispose of the water eventually back into the earth. So with that already imbued with the mugwort, that's just going to make it even more powerful. So go ahead and give your water a sprinkle of the, well, not that kind of sprinkle. Go ahead and give this a little sprinkle of the mugwort right into there. Now, once that is done, go ahead and let that charge on your altar for a full 24 hours. We're going to say our closing evocation just to close the space and let our guides know that we've said everything that we needed to say, and we're ready to allow our magic to work, which is just the gate closes, the spell is spun, the magic one, my work is done. With love and light, I set it free. So done it is, so mote it be. So go ahead and let this charge on your altar for 24 hours. If you cannot do that, go ahead and put this petition right on your windowsill. If you let this charge on your altar for 24 hours, that is the natural next step. If you can't do that, say you have roommates or people that are nosy, you can put this right into your windowsill. You can even put this in, like, you know, your backyard, someplace where it will be undisturbed. If you really can't keep it in your house, someplace where no one will see it, but you want to let this charge in the moonlight. That will further amplify this. After that, the next morning, go ahead and release this water at the foot of a tree, and you can speak your request to that tree. It'll empower it further with that tree elemental magic, and you can go ahead and transmute this petition through fire, instantly releasing it to manifest. Now, you can keep this like under your bed frame, but that will also affect you. So I don't do this unless I'm doing a dream spell that is more geared towards me. If you put this under your bed frame, it can kind of get a bit muddy, because then you start having dreams and it's like, okay, are they having dreams or am I having dreams? But if you want it to be more long lasting, then I would say bury it. I always would transmute this through fire, but if you want it to be more long lasting, I would bury it. And you are done. That is literally it. That is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's Dream of Me spell. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles burned on my altar. That is where you can find me. And that is what I have for you today. I will see you in the next one. So mote it be.